Hello. I'm here to make a list of definitions so when people, talk to me or watch a video or anything that has to do with me, they understand my definitions of these things. And these definitions are pretty much like something you would find in a dictionary, only I've added my own attitude to them. So that's basically what it is. So, what I've wrote here is this is my list of claims and definitions. I need to make a list of claims that are provable by my definitions in my essays because I write a lot. And I'm going to read what I write. This list will prove with simple thought how to be a perfectly moral person and to make everyone's lives more aware of others and have healthy dialogue with any other human being. Okay. What we need to do first of all is to get to the the moral basis of my thought system, and that starts off with the do not steal principle. Now, I come to this principle by studying Buddhism and the Abrahamic religions and reading the Bible and other religious books. Okay, so the do not steal principle. All immoral thoughts or actions or words are theft. When you steal property. When you kill, you steal a life. When you lie, you steal the truth. When you rape, you steal sex. Anything immoral is simply theft. Therefore, you can look at anything anybody's doing and figure out if they're a moral person or not. If they're lying or whatever they're doing, stealing through manipulation, which is, we're going to get to that. That is my do not steal principle, and it applies for everything in every culture and every religion. Anything immoral is theft, and theft is immoral. It's a sin in every religion, every way of thought, every philosophy. Stealing is a sin. Okay, it's immoral. Sin and immorality are two words in the same. All right. Secondly, you're either acting feminine or masculine. And if you're a man acting feminine, you're lying and trying to use manipulation. This is a gamma male. A gamma male, when you hear me say a gamma male, I'm talking about a biological male who is a liar and uses manipulation to get his way because he's a weak little pussy. And the feminine. So you always need to stay in your masculine energy if you're a man. Otherwise, you're a fucking liar. Same with a woman. If she's out there being outlandish and doing the and pointing and you need to do this and acting masculine and demanding, she's not in her feminine energies. She's in a state of anxiety constantly, and therefore she's a fucking liar. And this person has been manipulated and cannot be trusted. Now, maybe if they listen to me, or not just me but other people, and these are my definitions, but I think you'll find if you think about them, because I've thought about them for fucking decades, that you'll probably see that I'm pretty close to the truth in my definitions of things. So the do not steal principle is my core belief. Do not steal. It's the only thing immoral is stealing. And you must be in your masculine energy or your feminine energy to not be a thief. Otherwise, you're being manipulative in a way that is not right for you, and that's a lie. Okay, so that's those definitions of my do not steal principle and masculinity and femininity when I use them in my writing. Also, a cuck. A cuck is a man who acts feminine, gives right away to masculine women, unwillingly knows other men fuck his woman, and does nothing about it, is compliant to governments, and participates in usury. That's a cuck. What's usury? Charging interest on loan, which is a sin in every religion and every culture worldwide. Charging interest in appreciable assets like a home charging interest on education, charging interest on credit card consumer debt, increasing inflation, and that is where money printing happens. All the while, inflation and interest steal from the stupidly ignorant debtor. That's usury. What is not usury? Charging interest on a business loan as the risk involved with the business is high. This needs to be set up like a term business partnership where the lender has a voice in the business until the terms of the loan is met. Okay, that is not usury because it's risky as fuck. All right. I have examples of that. I'm not going to go into it now because this is just a video of my claims and definitions. So here's some other things on masculine and feminine. Masculine, this is based on my definition, but I think you'll probably agree if you fucking look into it without being a fucking idiot. Masculine, strong, leader, assertive, calm, thoughtful, creative, constructive, protector, provider, rugged, tough. Feminine, passive, patient, nurturing, quiet, sweet, motherly, soft touch, family creator, home builder, nurse, and beautiful. Those are the words that I use as my definition for feminine. So, yeah, there's going to be some variations in there, but for the most part, when I say these words, that's what I mean. And that's what they're meant to mean in anything I write or anything I read on here. So, now we have an understanding of my definitions of those things. Those are the things I'll be talking about a lot. So, if you disagree, it's probably because you're fucking in debt and stupid. You probably have a loan at the fucking bank like a faggot. Anyway, not that there's anything wrong with being a faggot unless you think you can have a baby out of your butthole. Okay, take care.